Hello and welcome back. Today, we're going to dive into a card that, let's be honest, gets a pretty tough rap. We are going to give it a fresh and, frankly, a much more powerful new perspective. We're talking about the Nine of Wands.
You ever have that feeling, like you're in the final grueling stretch of a marathon? You've been through it all, you're tired, you're sore, but that finish line, it is right there. You've just come way too far to quit now. Well, that feeling, that's the real essence of the Nine of Wands.
Now, if you've been around tarot for a bit, you've probably heard the classic interpretation of this card. So let's start there, with the familiar story.
Right off the bat, you get these key words, strength, defense, and vigilance. And they immediately paint this picture, don't they? Of someone on high alert, just bracing for the next challenge, totally expecting another fight to come their way.
And you can totally see why people think that. I mean, look closely at the guy. He's got a bandaged head, he's leaning on his staff like it's a crutch. The sources even say his openness and trust have been replaced by a kind of wary defensiveness. It's obvious. He has been through it.
Yeah, this quote really sums up that whole traditional vibe. It's a message of incredible resilience, for sure, but it's a resilience that feels like it's born from being wounded, from being on the back foot.
But, and this is a big but, what if this isn't just about recovering? What if we've been looking at this card all wrong? What if this isn't about licking your wounds, but it's really about guarding your victory?
Okay, so let's completely reframe this. Instead of a wounded warrior, let's start seeing this figure for what he is, a powerful guardian who is fueled by this deep, hidden well of strength. All right, let's really dive into these ideas. Forget just defense. Think bigger. Think perseverance, that inner fire that just keeps you going. Think stamina, having that extra gear for the final push. And these next two, they're absolutely crucial. Health after illness and success after strife. See, this isn't about being sick. It's about the radiant health that comes after. It's not about the struggle. It's about the massive success you've earned. This is all about having strength in reserve.
And here's the secret, right? The card isn't a warning that you're going to need strength. It's actually a confirmation that you already have it. The sources are really clear on this. You have the hidden reserves, that deep well of power inside you that you need to see this through to the very end and, yes, to prevail.
So, how does this incredible hidden strength actually show up? Well, let's take a look at that wall of wands behind him. What is it really for?
So one of our sources uses a really specific word to describe those wands. It calls them a palisade. Now, a palisade isn't a cage. It's not a prison. It's a deliberately built defensive wall. He built this thing himself. It's his boundary. It's his protection.
You see how this just changes everything? He is not cowering behind some wall. He's standing in front of the fortress that he built. This is what the sources call strength in opposition. He is boldly, confidently meeting that final challenge, ready to claim his hard-earned victory.
So if he's standing guard, what is he protecting? Well, he's protecting everything he's worked for, his peace, his projects, his wealth. Simply put, he is guarding his empire.
And this comparison illustrates the connection brilliantly. On the left, you've got that stamina and perseverance of the Nine of Wands, and on the right, the Nine of Pentacles. That's the card of self-reliance, of refinement, of enjoying a comfortable, abundant life. The strength of that first card is exactly what you need to build and protect the success of the second.
And it goes even deeper than that. He's also protecting the feeling you get from the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfillment card. That deep satisfaction and contentment. And notice this quote here. The future is also assured. That's what you're fighting for, not just to survive, but for lasting security and real joy.
So here's the big takeaway. This card is not a sign of weakness or fear, not at all. It's a sign of your success. It shows up when you have built something so valuable, so abundant, that it is absolutely worth standing guard to protect.
So let's bring this all home. Let's wrap this up into one powerful, new understanding of what this card really means.
I want you to forget the wounded warrior. You are the guardian of the empire. You're not wary and defensive. You are strong and prepared. You're not just recovering from the past. You are actively protecting your abundant future. And you're not drained by the battle. You are energized by your purpose.
This right here is the absolute key. Your battles haven't broken you. They've fortified you. Your resilience, that incredible strength you have in reserve, that is the palisade. That is the wall that protects the wealth, the success, and the happiness you have built.
And so that just leaves us with one final question for you to think about. Consider your goals, your achievements, your peace of mind. What is the empire that you are standing guard for today?
If this explainer gave you a new way to look at your own strength, we would love it if you'd hit that like button, comment with your thoughts, and of course, subscribe for more of these deep dives. Thanks so much for watching.